What has the EU done to stop banks needing bailouts? Before the crisis, banks were lending more money than they could cover if things went wrong. And it kept going up. People were depositing funds and others were borrowing funds. But the deposits didn't come near to meeting the borrowing. So if borrowers had trouble repaying, it left the banks with assets that had no value. Now the EU is insisting the banks take greater care of their deposits. How would that work? Banks will have to retain higher levels of capital to offset the risks of lending. What's more, it cannot just be any capital. It has to be top class and pretty safe to be a buffer against unexpected losses. In fact, it must total at least 8% of a bank's exposure to risk. What about how the banks are run? In future, the management will be held responsible for implementing the rules. That includes segregating duties and making sure there are no conflicts of interest. Non-executive members will be expected to challenge a bank's policies, keep an eye on those running it, and check that financial information is correct. The aim is to stop bankers gambling with investors' money. How will we know what they're up to behind the scenes? There must be greater transparency. Banks must disclose their profits, what taxes they've paid, and any subsidies they've received, as well as their turnover and how many employees they have. This information must be supplied at first to the European Commission and made fully public from 2015.